I come to Home Depot, I like to spend definitely over $100 on dumb stuff.
It's best if you can spend over $2.99. That way you can put it on financing.
No, wait, it's right in front of you. That's not. Got lots to say.
Very hanky.
And I'll go.
Good morning, guys. It is the beginning of the week here, and Sarah and I are just getting into the house to start our work week on the build. And if last week you saw that we were working on covering the walls in our upstairs bathroom, and that's what we're continuing to work on. But today we're actually going to start working on putting up the cement board for the shower. And that's because we only have this one day where we are expected to have nice weather. And we have been having our cut station in the house for wood, but it would make a complete mess to be cutting that cement board in the house. So we got to take advantage while we have the nice weather, get that cut and installed, and then we can finish installing the rest of the shiplap on the walls. Not sure if we'll get it all done today, but we're going to try. So here is... we have this little, it's so quiet in here now. We got this little part left up here, and then these few walls. We have our cement board that's going to be going in the shower here, and then this back wall that will be shiplap. So we're going to get busy, get our tools out, start cutting boards, start cutting cement board, see how far we can get today. All right, Sarah and I were just in taking some measurements, and we realized we need to know the exact height of our shower pan here to know how high we need to set our cement board. So Sarah is taking it out of the box right now, and then we'll make a mark on the studs so we know where we should hang those first sheets of cement board.
Bring it down.
Drop it down.
There we go. That's close. So we were wrong. Okay, we got the shower pan all in place, and we started kind of reading the directions and everything, and are realizing we have to get some mortar underneath it and all these things, and we have to make sure that it'll go over the drain pipe when we put it on. And with the concrete boards in place, it's going to be really hard to maneuver it all into place. So scratch that. We're not doing concrete boards today. We're going to get onto shiplap. We just placed a stud that will actually be the piece that's right in between where our shower will end and our shiplap wall will begin. And we need it there so the concrete board that we need to put in has a place to be fastened, and also so the shiplap that's going up that wall has a place to be nailed. All right, we are back on the build. Yesterday was a very disjointed day because we are actually in the process of selling our house that is back in Oregon. And yesterday we were finalizing our contract, so we were having to stop and start and stop and start a lot because we'd have to check our email, go sign a document, and then it was the wrong thing, so we had to re-sign. So anyway, today's a day where we usually don't build, but we decided since yesterday was so off, we're hopping in and getting just a few hours so we can get a little bit more shiplap put up in this bathroom.
Like Sarah mentioned, we're going to get some work on our bathroom shiplap, and the wall behind me here is kind of a wreck. It's got so many different things coming out of it. We have the hole for the toilet, the holes for the vanity sink, we have the drain line, and then outlets and other lights, and it's going to take a while because I have to custom cut all of those. So I'm going to start working on that. Sarah is going to work on doing this straight up wall, nothing to cut around, and that will be the wall that butts right up into our shower and our tile. So I'm going to go down and make my cuts. I'm going to try to beat Sarah to the saw.
All right, well, Ryan's going down to use the saw. I'm actually putting a line on the stud that we put up yesterday. This stud is actually where our concrete boards will connect to from our shower, but we're also going to have a shiplap running to that concrete where the tile will stop. So I'm putting that mark in because over here we noticed that the stud running up the wall has moments where it's going farther out and moments where it's going farther in. So we can't actually rely on this wall because it's not totally plumb. So we wanted to make sure we were as straight as possible. And over here, we'll have trim covering this corner anyway, so we don't need to worry about everything matching up and connecting perfectly to these pieces of shiplap.
One thing we would have done different if we were to do this all over again was we would make sure that we put up like nailing plates for the shiplap to hit everywhere, because like there's been so many spots where we've had to go back and add little strips of wood just so we have attachment points. And I think when we were framing, if we would have thought about that, everything would have just went a little bit quicker. So anyway, I'm going to attach this little scrap piece of shiplap here so I have a surface to attach the shiplap at the end of this run. All right, I'm working on this line right now, and it's a little tricky because I have our hot water and cold water line, our drain line, and an outlet box to all go through. And I get to cut them all the holes into the single board. So I'm a little bit nervous, wondering if I can get them all right. We'll find out. All right, moment of truth. Let's see if it fits. All right. Hallelujah. It worked.
We've gotten as far as we're going to go today with the amount of time we have. Ryan got through all of the craziness in this wall, so that makes all of this wall so much easier. I got the little half part done of this wall behind me, and now we'll just go straight up to the top over there, and there's nothing too crazy about that because it's just straight up. I think the shiplap in this bathroom will be done by the end of this week, which is great because just this morning I was thinking it feels like we're never going to be done with this house build. So it'll be really nice to see another room done. And who knows, it even says on Friday that it might be nice enough weather that we could get out and cut our concrete boards. So we'll see. All right, we are back in the build again, and we are still working on the shiplap in the bathroom. We have our one section in our bathroom that will have cement board, which is where we will tile our shower walls. So right now we're cutting a piece of shiplap that will be notched to go over that, and then we just have a straight up wall, and then we have the other wall that Ryan started yesterday with all of the electrical and plumbing at the bottom, but the rest of it should be pretty smooth sailing. So I think these last two walls we need to do should go fairly quickly. Let's see if I'm right. Need you to not hit any electrical or plumbing with that, okay?
I'm gonna try. I don't think there's any electrical up there to hit.
Yeah. That's it.
All right, we are back into the bathroom, and after getting done with all the ceiling and the walls, our moment of celebration has passed, and now we have to move on to the next step, which is putting up the cement board for our shower. But before we can do that, we have to get the shower pan installed, and we have a couple of issues that we have to correct there. One is that the floor is slightly not level, so we're going to have to support the shower pan with mortar so we can get that shower pan completely level. And the other issue is that our little knockout wall right here is just slightly, maybe a quarter to an eighth of an inch too far out, which is affecting our rough opening for our drain down here. So I'm gonna have to use the multi-tool and our chisels just to reclaim that quarter inch so that the drain hole of our shower pan lines up correctly. So a little bit of a pain, but hopefully it'll go quickly, and then we can move on to getting some cement board cut.
it's not actually setting back into your little notch you made. Or is it going in enough on this one?
Yeah, I don't know. A little bit, but.
All right, let's see if it fits. Round 2.
Round 2. You're good at that. Definitely goes in far enough in the center guy. That actually does look like, and it looks like we'll have room to get the drain around the hole now.
It's just catching right on that corner. It didn't cut off quite enough.
All right, so it's a no fit.
We're close.
Super close.
We just need to take a little bit off that corner, and then I think we'll be golden.
Yep. This is the stuff that makes a house build take 5 million years. You got it? The spot right there is beautiful.
I think I cut too much out of this spot.
Okay, so it sounds like first thing we gotta do is just move this. Oh, shoot, we got the shower pan all set where we know we want it to be. We have to take that off and then get parts of the drain on the underside of that. But first we have to cut this pipe down and also make this hole in our subfloor just a little bit bigger. So we're gonna do those steps first, then we'll get the pieces on the shower pan, put down mortar, then set the shower pan, and then I think we've got it.
That goes.
In like butter. This is how you clean your shower. You think that's enough, or do you think I need more?
Maybe a little more. Better to have more.
Yeah, because you want it to really splooge.
Sarah's first plumbing snake of the build.
Watch a master plumber install the OD drain. Okay. I feel like that.
And then you give it a little contour in, a little pre-form. So the rubber gasket goes first, and then the friction gasket goes on last.
It is not cardboard, is what you're telling
I
me?
don't know, they call it a friction something.
All right, Ryan is upstairs. He's putting the finishing touches on the drain pipe for the shower. I am gonna get the buckets and the hose all ready so we can mix up some mortar, and then we can get that mortar all mixed, get that laid upstairs, and put this shower pan down. Something that I thought was gonna take much shorter amount of time is taking a very long time. Oh, we're gonna have a whole bunch of helpers. Oh, yep.
Mix up to 5 minutes to a paste-like consistency, and then wait 5 to 10 minutes.
It was on one of your little circles. Yeah, we need like so much more.
good right there. Oh wait, no, that's good.
Oh, good.
Okay. Across the front, looks okay.
All right.
I think we did it.
Good. Just in time. Go get the kids from school. It was a nail biter today.
All right, we got our shower pan all bed in our thin set or mortar, and it feels nice and solid. Our slope and everything looks good. The last thing I want to do before we start putting up cement board and putting up a surround later on is make sure that we don't have any leaks in our connection, and specifically around where we put the plumber's putty. I'm always weary of that connection. So I'm going to plug it up with one of our little stoppers here and then fill up this pan and then monitor it for the rest of the day. Make sure we don't see any drips anywhere and the water level hasn't significantly went down. And hopefully that kind of means that everything is good. So here we go.
I think what we're going to do now is measure for some concrete board.
Yeah, that is, isn't it 36? And to make it even more fun, we filled it with water.
Okay, I only have one side.
I'm not helping at all.
Probably around 7 per stud.
Let it be stated for the record that I moved all these boards out here and it wasn't on camera. I don't know if you can kind of assist because there we go. See, fits like a glove. Here's me lined up with the line down below.
Beyond the storm that was on the way, 'cause I was born to defy anything that might deny me. Yeah, I'm always gonna dream. I can feel the rain.
These pieces.
I'll try my heart was out of range, but now we'll live another day. I got my soul to feel, I got my soul to lean on. I got my soul to feel, I got my soul to lean on. Your smile, all I know. Yes, we take everything in with a little hope we win, 'cause we're always gonna dream. I can feel the rain, 'cause it's washing out the pain. I'll dry my bones when I get home.
He said that it won't grow.
My heart was out of range, but now we'll live another day.
do you think? Did we do it?
I think we did it. Ooh, now I'm like, it's time to pick out tile. Even though this part's a ways away. It gives me something fun to focus on.
There you go.
And now I can see like where vanity is gonna be, and every time we're in the bathroom you can look up and think of you cutting the column off and scaring me and Cameron.
Yeah, did that.